Welcome to How to Create Korean Barbecue in 5 minutes. Bone apple teeth, everybody. Bone apple teeth. Go ahead and grab your steaks. Use as many steaks as you want for this recipe. I'm using 2 1-pound steaks. Next up on the chopping block is going to be your sauce. Sesame oil, soy sauce, garlic clove, onion, and a pear. For your carb, you're going to want some white rice. I use jasmine rice, but you can use whatever you want. Go ahead and put the rice on the rice cooker right away. I did 4 cups of rice for this recipe. The second step is after you put the rice in the rice cooker, you're going to put the steak on the cutting board, cut it into strips. After you cut it into strips, go ahead and turn the cutting board to the side or cut the steak vertically and then horizontally. You want to make sure that you're not having these long strips of steak. You want to have chunks of steak. It makes it easier for the sauce to soak in. Okay, the third step that we are going to do is we're now going to make the marinade / the thing that makes it Korean barbecue. Obviously, this isn't real Korean barbecue. This is a spin-off. So what we're going to first do is grab all our ingredients, put them right next to the bowl. First, we're going to measure 1/3 cup sesame oil. Then we're going to measure 3/4 cup low sodium soy sauce. You can use regular soy sauce, but I like to have a little bit less sodium because I'll get some salt from the meat and I'll get some salt from adding salt to my dish. Now we're going to move on to adding flavor to the sauce. So grab your onion, grab your pear, and grab your garlic clove. The first thing you're going to cut up is your onion. Cut about half of this onion up, save the rest for a different recipe or something else in the future. You're going to cut this into long strips. So you want to dice it one direction and then dice it halfway through. Next, you're going to do the same thing with the garlic clove. You're going to cut it in half. Use about half of it, break it down, and dice it into small little pieces. And then finally, you're going to use the pear with a grater. Make sure you figure out what kind of grater you want to use. In this video, you'll see me use a grater where I had to use 4 or 5 different sides because I could not figure out what side I wanted to use. But after that happens, add all 3 of those ingredients in. You are now ready to dump it into the meat. After you dump it into the meat, go ahead and let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes to make sure that steak gets to absorb as much of the soy sauce and the flavor from the garlic and all the ingredients. Now that the meat is marinating, it's time to get our broccoli prepared. Whether you steam it, roast it, however you want to cook it, figure out a way to do it. If you want to steam it, go ahead and either put it in the rice cooker when the rice is being made, or put it in the microwave, putting it in a glass bowl with about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of water. Put it in the microwave for about 4 minutes to really let the water start to evaporate, and you'll see that your broccoli will get steamed in a timely manner. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the home stretch now. Take your marinated meat, throw it on the stove, cook it until you get it medium rare or well done. Alright guys, from the editing booth, we are going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys have enjoyed another episode of Leo's Kitchen. It's still in the works. Don't hate me. Don't put no nasty little comments in there saying, it's Leo's Kitchen. Still working on the name, but shout out Luke, shout out Molly, shout out Anna. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Maybe we can make this sometime in the future. This meal is very good for meal prep. It's cheap, it's easy, and the recipe is almost impossible to mess up. Let me know in the comments what cuisine you want me to make next. Obviously, it's still going to have a healthy side to it. I'm not going to make anything that's super unhealthy. This channel and these videos are dedicated to make healthy alternatives to everyday foods that we love to eat and meals that could be potentially used for a meal prep on people's fitness journeys. But that's all I have for you. I love you. I will see you in the next video. Peace.